Hello, everybody. I've decided to do something different today. We have two guests today, not just one, and I'm so excited for these. And let's bring them in. We have Nancy Tanner. Hello, Nancy. Nancy, what did you do?
Hold on, Cindy. I lost my volume on my phone.
Can you hear me?
I lost my volume on my phone.
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me? I lost my volume on my phone.
All right, you got to turn one or the other thing off.
Can you hear me? I can.
Because we're hearing an echo.
Not on my phone.
All right, you got to turn one or the other thing off. Uh-oh. See, it's coming back tenfold. What did you do when we went off? Uh-oh. See, it's coming back tenfold. And we have Shari Robinson.
I didn't touch anything.
I know.
Okay, but now I can't hear you at all.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
I can't hear you.
Time out.
I'm sorry.
We are having a little bit of technical difficulties. Nancy, you're going to have to go out and come back like we did yesterday. Hang on. We got this, folks. I'm just texting Nancy. Are you there?
Who, me? I'm here.
Okay. I just
I
texted her to
didn't
go
touch
out and
anything.
come back. I don't know what, folks, I am so sorry. But just so you know, she's a nervous wreck. So we're
She
going to
is.
make her feel very comfortable.
Video
Once
bomber.
she gets back.
That would be Missy, my kitty cat.
Okay. Can you
Here
hear
she
me?
is.
Yeah.
All right. Don't touch anything.
I didn't.
Don't
Okay.
Don't touch anything. You're good. Anyway, I want to welcome you ladies to the chat, to the live stream. I am so excited for this. Nancy and Shari, thank you so much for joining us. Lynn is in the chat. Hi, Cindy, Nancy, and Shari, who reneged on us, but it's all good.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all good. Linda Flanagan is here. Hello, everyone. Shauna is here from Sick Bay, Napa. I certainly hope you feel better, Shauna. Y'all can chime in anytime.
Who, us?
Yes.
Oh, well, we were just being good.
Mhm. Listen,
We're reading the
Lynn's
chat.
talking to Shauna. Sarah G is here. Hello, Sarah.
Hey,
We
Sarah.
were just mentioning backstage, Shauna, that we're so sad that you've been so sick for so many days. And we all
Yes.
hope that you get very, very, very well, very quick.
Erin is here. Miss Booby Goats. Hello, Erin.
It's very strange to be on this side.
I know, right? It's
Yeah,
weird.
I want to go type. Hi. But I
Sean
can
is
open my
here.
mouth.
Good evening, Sean. Trish Reed is here. Hello, all. Hello,
Hey,
Trish. I just want to catch people as they come in, but my screen did something wonky. And if I miss you, I am sorry.
Hey, Sean.
Terry, victory over carbs. What? That's awesome. Is this Terry girl? Did you change your name? What? Two Crazy Ketos is in the house. Hello, Rachel or
Joe,
Joe,
Rachel.
whichever one you are. Hey, what's up, family? Happy Friday. That's Rachel. John, together strong.
Friday the 13th.
Friday, it is.
My
Friday
favorite
the
number.
13th. Celebrating Valentine's Day, folks. We all have
John, that
red.
video you did for
John.
oh
Did you
my
watch
gosh.
it? Nancy, did you
All three of us
watch
had
that?
like full on tears. That was
I was
beautiful.
going to, but I didn't watch it yet. I'm going to wait till afterwards.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Okay.
great. John, I can't even tell. It was
We-
awesome.
we
If
did a
you
little
guys
test
haven't,
yesterday, and we kept warning Nancy, "Don't watch it before the stream. Don't do it. Don't do
right,
it." She listened and didn't.
Nope.
you all check out this his channel. He is so good. He wrote a song for me and Brian and Max. And most of you know, if not all of you know, that we had to put Max down last week. And I'm it was amazing what he did. I'm just gonna say it. It was amazing. And just like Barbara's was when the song she wrote that I put Max's video to. Bob Donna Farish is here. Brian is here in the other room. Hello, honey.
Wow, there's 39 people in here.
Yeah,
We're popular, Nancy.
that's right.
We're popular.
Rebecca White is here.
Jeez.
Hello,
The
Rebecca.
dog just threw the
Hey,
ball
Becky.
on the cat's head. She's throwing the ball at the cat's head.
Zay is here. Hello there, Cindy. Hello.
Two taboo.
You have to close
Missy
your
behind
door.
me.
We got this. We got this. We got it all covered. Nancy, I love the new haircut, says Karen.
Thank you.
I do too. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
I think Holly Springer is here. I'm just trying to see who's here because I don't want to miss anybody. And then we're going to get into these ladies' stories because, that's why
You're
we're
looking
here.
at mine.
Breeze is here. Hello.
I'm in the animal hotspot.
And Becky says, "You're going to do beautifully." Yes. Yes. And Hope is here, Mission Hope, and I can't get Hope's name out, right? Hi, Nancy, Cindy, and Sherry. Hello.
Hi, Hope and Andy. And
There's
Ralphie.
Don't mind me. I'm just
haircut,
throwing balls
Nancy.
at the dog.
Sarah Warren is here. Nancy Tanner in the house. Wow. Welcome, you
Sarah.
guys. Angel is here. Joyce Butler is here. Hello, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
See, you shared this and you brought people out of the woodwork.
Hey,
See,
Trish.
she only wants to do this once, so y'all better be here and listen up. 'Cause- All right, I'm gonna stop with the chat. If I missed anybody, hello. If you have any
Hey, Danny
questions,
Karen.
I am
Hey,
going
Rachel.
to.
My
If you have
dog.
any questions, just make sure they're up there with Q's or question marks so I can grab them. But Nancy, we're going to start with you because I love you. And I know you are ready to do this and get it over with. I love you. Anyway,
She's ready to bail.
she ain't bad.
But you are not going anywhere, lady.
Sherry has a house full of animals, and we're going to get photobombed.
If you can't
quite
tell,
often.
The
Yeah,
cat,
in the corner.
dog. There's a dog over there. And then I don't know where the other cat is.
Yep. But these ladies have been great sports to do this. Nancy, 200-pound loss is like you lost two people. It's incredible. When I lost 100, I was like,
did.
yay. And then here you are. You are such an inspiration to so many people. Your Facebook lives are absolutely amazing. You just inspire people to keep moving and do things. And it's just great. So how did you get started on your weight loss journey and all the health benefits that you've seen and what you've been through?
Okay. Way back. It's been like 25 years that I think I got to my heaviest, which was like 369 pounds.
And that was her before picture on the thumbnail.
That was before picture. I was like 369 pounds. And I hated myself. I just didn't I didn't love myself, and I just didn't care anymore, and it just kept growing and growing. And I just thought, one day I tried every diet I could do. I did the Richard Simmons constantly. I did Weight Watchers. I did Jenny Craig. You name it, I tried it. And yeah, I lost weight, but then it all come back on, plus more. And it's kind of like everybody else. It's like, you try, and then like you give up. And then finally, I started having a lot of health problems. I became diabetic and was on insulin. I went to the doctor one day. I had like a rash, major bad rashes, and I was drinking a lot, not even thinking anything about diabetes. And he checked my sugar in the office and wanted to stick me right in the hospital. That it was almost 400. And I'm like, at that time I had no health insurance, and I'm like, I can't go into the hospital. So he gave me some, I think it was like some glucophage and I think Amaryl, and said, you know what, I want you back here tomorrow. And if it doesn't come down, you're going in the hospital. And so I went back, and overnight it did start coming down, but then he said, we're going to start you on insulin. And so I was on insulin for quite a few years. And then I started having trouble with my knees. I fell several different times. I tore my ACL and in both knees. So I've had surgery on both my knees. My cholesterol was crazy. My blood pressure was crazy. And it was just getting worse. And then I talked to a friend of mine who had the gastric bypass. And I talked to my doctor and I said, is this something you think I would, be a candidate for? Because I've tried everything. And he said, you know what, I think you'd be a prime candidate for it. But I want you to do a lot of praying about it, a lot of research about it, because it's not for everyone and it is a risk for your life. And so you think about it long and hard. And by then we did get health insurance. And Les and I talked about it, prayed about it. And I said, you know what? I feel comfortable that I do want to do this, but if the insurance is going to cover it, I want to have it done. And if it doesn't, then that's going to be the Lord's closing the door that it's not supposed to be.
What year did you have that?
It was 2009. So I had that, and praise God, everything went well. It really did help me. Um, I got off all of my medicine. I was off my insulin. I was off high blood pressure. I was off every single thing. And so for a few years, that went wonderful. I lost like 80 pounds. And over the years, you know what? I didn't use the tool that God gave me with a smaller stomach. You can stretch that stomach back out. And I ended up gaining 50 of the 80 pounds that I lost. And then it hit me, you know what? I risked my life. And I don't know, I'm going to be right back to where I was. And the doctor said if I didn't have the surgery, and I don't remember how old I was, but I was going to need 2 knee replacements within 5 years. And if I didn't do something about it, I'd be in a wheelchair. And so I just, okay. So after all of that risk of getting that done, I said to my husband, I got to do something. And I don't know what. So I started walking. And again, I'm still almost 300 pounds walking. And it's like, no, I can't walk a mile. I just kept walking around the block a couple times a day. And it seems like, oh, wow, this seemed like it was helping me. Well, then our pastor and his wife come for a visit. And we were visiting down in Florida, and they come to visit me. And they were telling me about their son-in-law and their daughter. And Faith, if you're watching, um, their daughter Lois and her husband went on Whole30 at first and lost quite a bit of weight. And then they found keto. So I said to my sister about this Whole30 diet. I've never heard of it. And so my sister and I said, well, let's do it for a month, 30 days. We can do it. So we did it. And I'm thinking, you know what? That was actually pretty good. But then I heard that my friend's daughter and son-in-law went on keto. And then I never heard of keto till then. So then I started doing a little research on keto, started following some of the keto diets and the keto recipes, and I really started losing the weight. And then I started walking, and I could walk a little further and a little further. And so by the time I went home, I was in Florida for like 2 or 3 months. And then whenever I went home, I dropped like 25, 30 pounds. And they're like, whoa, family didn't recognize, like, how did you lose weight that fast? So I'm thinking it's just because I was watching what I was eating and I was exercising. And it's like, okay, well, we'll see how long this lasts because nothing does. And so I just kept doing it. And, it's been 7 years keto now. And throughout that whole seventh, I did not exercise the whole time. I love my walking, but I was high on doing it at first, and then it kind of like dropped off. But I was still watching what I was eating, not clean, but I was trying to still stay away from the sugars, the carbs. And so I was doing pretty good with it. And then I just really started seeing, wow, I have like 75 pounds off. This is actually working. So I kept on working at it. Like I said, it took me 17 years to finally get here. And
Mhm.
actually, the day that I left to come down to Florida or to come back up to Pennsylvania, I actually have 220 pounds off.
God,
So,
woman, that is incredible.
but
Now,
it's a lot of exercise that I did do within the last 6 months is whenever I started my daily exercises and just making myself accountable. So,
now you've
yeah.
had other health struggles along the way.
I did. I had whenever I was only 28, I ended up having uterus cancer. And so I'd have a full hysterectomy. Was never ever able to have kids. And so now 6 years ago, I ended up having a gallbladder attack. And my doctor, said, hey, let's get this gallbladder out. So he took it out and they did it laparoscopically. Overnight, I was fine. 2 days later, I ended up back in the hospital with such pain, I couldn't stand it. And they rushed me back to the one hospital and said, you got to get back to the hospital. It did the surgery. Something's not right. So they ended up taking me to Altoona Hospital where I had the surgery done. And they were running all kinds of tests, still couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, but my stomach just felt like it exploded. And so by then they said, we're going to ship you to Pittsburgh. So they took me to Pittsburgh by ambulance and they're doing all these tests. And in the meantime, trying to find out what was going on with my stomach, they found a tumor on my lung. So once we got to Pittsburgh, they took me in for immediate surgery to find out that when they did my gallbladder, they nicked it and there's bile going all through me. And they said that if they had to do emergency surgery and if I didn't have it done that night, I was going to die. And so, okay, got that done. And then they said, now we had to do a biopsy on the tumor that we found on your lung. I never smoked and I just never, I was exercising, really going to the gym every single day, never short of breath. And I'm like, oh, my lung. So they did the biopsy and it was cancer. And so we're like, okay, well, because they had my stomach all cut open, they said we can't do another surgery till that heals. So I had to wait like 6 or 8 weeks, then go back, and then they removed like 3/4 of my one lung. And praise God, I did not have to have chemo, radiation, but the super, super cold bothers me still. The heat don't bother me, humidity don't bother me, but the super cold up here in Pennsylvania bothers me because of partial lung. So anyway, I had that done. And then as they were doing biopsies and stuff, and they said it was actually a piece of cancer that was from my uterus cancer. It took
Wow.
30 years to hit my lungs.
Holy.
So had that done. So I had to recover from that. Well, like I said, I was exercising full term. I mean, every day I was exercising at that point. Well, that kind of put a jinx to that because I couldn't breathe that well and I had to get my lungs built back up. So I gradually started building my lungs back up and started exercising again. My weight started coming back down, and I just, as a pretty steady, not fast, but a steady slope down. And then I finally, whenever I got to 175 pounds, I'm thinking, wow, I did it. If I could just maintain here. Well,
Mhm.
then as I was really trying to maintain, I was kind of almost a whole year, year and a half. I didn't do hardly anything. Weight, I just maintained. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to start kicking in the exercise. I'm going to see what I can do. And then I just started really watching more of my carbs. And I didn't follow keto 100%, but I do more low carb and keto recipes. And since my gastric bypass, I have trouble digesting some meat, especially beef. I can do hamburger. And now and then I can do maybe like a 6-ounce sirloin steak if it's well done, but it has to still be tender. Other than that, I have a hard time with beef. But I do a lot of chicken, I do a lot of eggs, I can do pork, I can do other meat, but I have a hard time with beef. And so I have a hard time getting all my protein in. And so this past probably 3 months, I've been extremely trying to get extra protein in because I'm trying to build muscle now that I'm at my maintenance, and I'm trying to build the muscle so I can keep it and get stronger and just kind of still tone up more.
Excuse me.
So that's where I'm at now.
You are, that is like,
It's
you've been through so
incredible.
much, and it's beyond incredible. It's like anything, you know, the cancers alone, that was the one thing I was always deathly afraid of when I'd go to the doctor. And, you know, it was like every time I would go, I would like, expect the worst because I didn't want to be let down. I didn't want to be disappointed. And the closest I came is I was told in my 30s that I had precancer cells in my female organs. And I said, take it, take it all. I'm done. I don't want the worry. So I had the hysterectomy in my 30s, but my youngest son was 13. And I remember he said to me, he said, Mom, does that mean you can't have any more babies? I said, that's exactly right. He's like, he's like, that's not good.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, it was pretty funny. I said, no, it's really good for me. But Nancy, you know, and I've gotten to know you, and like I said at the beginning, I just love you, and
I love you too,
your
Cindy.
story is just so incredible, and you are just, again, you're just such an inspiration. And when you agreed to do this, I know what it took for you to do this. And anybody else wants her on, you can hang it up because
And we didn't cheat because this is the first time I'm doing it too. We did not cheat and have a.
no,
I've never
Cindy and
heard.
Brian mean a lot to me. So, Cindy, this is an honor you that I'm able to do this.
you are
So,
so great though. Before you even agreed to this, you started your Facebook lives, your daily little vlog posts, and I'm like, look at her go. It's like gracious. And I'm like, if you can do that, you can do this. Because this is a one-time deal for as long as it lasts. And granted, it'll be out there for everybody to watch however long it's out there until YouTube decides to really just throw everything away. But you know, that's how that goes. I don't know. But I am so thankful to you because this is going to help somebody. Everything that you've come through. Now, medications. What are, do you still on any meds
I was
or
actually completely off everything, but then probably the last 6 months, I was having trouble with my sugar. Glucose would skyrocket at night. I go to bed. It's like it's not like I ate right before I went to bed, but I like 3 o'clock in the morning. It would like I had a CGM on and it would go off, and it's hitting almost 2 or 300. And then like, what the heck? And I wake up sweating like crazy, and it's like, okay, there's something. You can tell it's something's with my sugar. And so Les will get me something, and goes back, and I would sip on something. Oops, sorry. And finally, I fall back to sleep. Then it starts beeping at me again. Then it drops down to 52. And so it's like within an hour, it would nosedive. And
wow?
so I said to my doctor, I know there's something going on, but I don't know what. And I'm really trying to be cautious with what I'm eating.
Mhm.
And so he said, you know what? And I said that I really don't want on any kind of weight loss injections because I am at where I want to be weight wise. And I don't want to lose any more weight. I want to maintain with what I want. But if there's something that I may need to see what's going on, and he wanted me to try Jardiance. And we checked, and the insurance wouldn't cover it. So then he said, well, we're going to try Januvia. Same thing, insurance wouldn't cover it. Then they came back and said metformin. Well, I quit metformin like 4 or 5 years ago because I have side effects with that. And I'm like, I don't want metformin. So my doctor went back to fight for me, and he said, give me 3 months with Januvia and let's see how, your levels, how they do. So I'm on my 3 months right now, but just my CGM, it's like it never goes below 100. I can't get, no matter how good I am, I can never get it below 100, but it's between 100 and 119, pretty much steady. And that's with taking Januvia once a day. And
I was
so I don't know how long I'm going to be on that, but I'm going to have my A1C done probably whenever I go back home. But he said, I think you need to heal your pancreas, because I think with all the years with everything, it could be the pancreas that's kind of making things go weird. So that's where I'm at right now. But that's the only thing that I'm on, is a 1 pill once a day to help maintain my levels.
Now, after the gastric bypass, did you have any trouble from it?
No, I
That's
had
good.
no problem. That's what I was like. So, I mean, I had a friend that almost died during her surgery, and she had it done like a week before I did. But I was all scheduled, and I just thought, you know what? I'm killing myself without the way that I'm doing. I need to do something. And I just had a total peace about it. The night, we didn't tell my family until the night before my surgery. My sister knew, and my husband, the only two people that knew, because I didn't want their opinion. I didn't want them to try to persuade me one way or the other. Like I said, Les and I have done so much research, as much as we could back then, and we prayed so much about it. And God finally gave me a peace that I'm not afraid. And I just said, if something happens, then that's how I'm going to go. But if not, this is going to be something that I'm going to try to do the best I can with this. And
Right.
that's where it made me upset, when I started gaining my weight back. And I'm thinking, you know what? I made a promise to God that I'm going to do everything I can. And here I am letting him down and myself. I got to do something about my weight. So that's when I turned my life around and started to do a healthier lifestyle.
Right. Well, gastric bypass alone is not the answer.
No,
You have to, I mean, you've got to do the work after.
it's a tool.
I had lost like 90 pretty quick. And then eating the way they wanted me to eat, it started coming back on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this ain't right. But I had mine in 2007. That's why I was asking when you had
Okay.
yours.
Yeah. Mine was 2009.
I haven't forgotten about you, Shari.
Yeah,
I have not forgotten about
no
you.
worries. I'm here. I'd be here whether I was on the camera or not. I'd still be here.
Well, you're amazing too. It's like
No, I'm not.
this
I have no
community.
amazing nothing except for these animals. That's my amazing. You're looking at all these little photo bombers. That's my amazing.
It's all good.
I
It's
have
all
3
good.
trained cats, 2 trained dogs. And believe it or not, all 3 of these, the yellow, the black, they're siblings.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
They're bottle babies. Their mommy died in my backyard. They didn't even have their eyes open. So I
Oh
am
my goodness.
I had no intentions of keeping all 3 of them, and obviously I not only kept them, I brought them to Arizona with me. So
Wow.
but they're very well behaved, as you can see. And
Now,
here's number
Shari,
3.
For those that don't know you, Shari's screen name is Shari _ Nevada Pup.
It's actually just Stash.
The stash.
Yeah.
Nevada was her
Here's the
dog
third
that she
cat.
had trained, and I mean, this dog was phenomenal.
They give
Shari has a channel that she has some video of Nevada doing all kinds of swimming and jumping and diving, and it's just amazing.
therapy for her knee.
So you, Shari, I know that you're low carb.
Yes.
Yep, definitely not a meat eater.
The veggie because everybody says carnivore for just meat or no is it carnivores just meat?
Meat, eggs, some people add cheese, some spices. It's everybody has their own
Because I call myself a
idea of
veggie
carnivore.
because my majority of my food is a vegetable of some nature. My meat is much less. So, but when I started following all of you, which was almost 2 years ago, year and a half ago,
Mhm.
I didn't eat hardly any meat at all. I didn't eat bacon. I ate very little burger because I thought bacon was not good for you. That's why I didn't eat it. My world told me no, do not eat. Or not my world. I've never had a world, but my knowledge, my knowledge was saying don't eat bacon because it's not good for you. It's too fatty. It's too greasy. It's too whatever. And I only ate basically eggs and chicken and a little bit of hamburger here and there. I love meatloaf. Meatloaf is one of my favorite things in the whole world, and I've always eaten meatloaf. I have to
Yeah.
make it myself though. And now I eat a lot more meat now. I probably eat meat at least twice a week now, 3 times a week. Whereas before it might have been once a week. And now I eat bacon on the regular. I love bacon.
Yes.
Love bacon. So I'm learning to get those proteins in me. I do eat some pork, like just regular pork, like a pork chop or whatever, but I'm not a fan. I would rather have chicken. I would
Mhm.
rather have chicken. I eat a lot of salad. I make my own homemade dressing with Mr. Chris's homemade butter mayo. I
Yeah.
still eat the regular mayos as well, but most of the time I can whip up a batch of his mayo in 10 minutes. Doesn't take long at all.
Oh no, and it's good too.
I made the
Now,
mashed potatoes once.
Mhm.
They were eggy to me in the very first meal, but then
Mhm.
after they had been in the refrigerator for the night, the eggy part went away.
Yeah.
And it took me, I think I made a half batch and it took me 3 days to eat it because it's so filling. It's all protein. 4 bites
Oh
and I was done. Because I have
yeah.
a very small, I hear people, some of the creators, when they're talking about the portions that they eat, which is something I eat these little bitty portions and I have my whole life. That's just, I normally can't eat more than 2 eggs at one time.
Oh,
2 eggs and yeah,
I can eat,
I just
even
don't
though
have.
I had gastric bypass. And like Nancy was saying, you can expand that stomach because when you first get that, your stomach is about the size of a golf ball. And it
My
can
cousin,
and has
I,
expanded.
I have a family member who had the surgery,
Yep. I
and
can eat. I can
I see.
I
I
have to eat
can't.
slowly, but I can eat. I can put some food away, but I
I
have to
can
eat
put away a
pretty
bag
slow.
of potato chips,
No,
the big one.
I could if they were
I
in
don't really
front of
do
me,
that
but I
anymore, but
wouldn't
I
move.
could.
At the bowling alley today, there were people talking about that. I was telling this guy, I said, I haven't had a potato chip in 6 years. And I'm like, it wouldn't be good because I would
I
eat the whole bag.
I was real curious and bought those Doritos barbecue, and I ate. I don't know, 8, 10 of them. Threw it away. They were awful.
Oh man.
And I think I
That's
tried. I remember Dustin mentioned something else about another Doritos that had a nice flavor to it. And I did the same thing with those. I bought them. I bought the bag. I ate 4, 5, 8 of them, and well, I gave them away. I didn't throw them away. I gave them away. I have lots of neighbors who I want to talk with my hands, don't I?
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
sit. I'm gonna sit on them, or I'll pet a cat.
So Sherry, I know you
My
had
story.
at
Here's my
one point you weighed over 200 pounds
245 was my highest weight ever.
and you had gotten down to 150 at one point.
Yes, yes.
I saw your pictures. It's on the thumbnail. Everybody's seen them.
The chronological of that was from the age of 15 to the age of 38. I was a hourglass hard body. I danced, I was in gymnastics, I swam, I was a very active girl. I never had weight issues at all. Basically my whole life. I also smoked cigarettes. And I think what happened is in 2004, I was going for my 30-year high school reunion and I was up to the 245 because I had gotten married at 38. And from 38 to, or actually, I'm thinking I'm trying to, the chronological of it, I was trying to think of the dates of it. I met my ex-husband, and he's a gourmet chef who, yeah, yeah.
That would be nice
That
in a
just says
way.
it right there. I wasn't even allowed in the kitchen. The only time I was allowed in the kitchen was if I needed to wash something. This man put 3, 4-course meals, 5-course meals on our table every night. And
Wow.
we're not talking our food. We're talking gourmet food, potatoes and sauces and noodles and you name it. And I ate and I stopped dancing. I wasn't dancing anymore after I met him because I had gotten married and didn't need to be out in the nightclubs anymore. And I put on all that weight, and I got up to 245 pounds. And then my 30-year high school reunion came around, and I went, oh, no, 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 no. I was, a svelte little hard body at the 10, a svelte little hard body at the 20. The 30 came, and I thought, no, 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 no. And I took off from January to July. I took off close to 90 pounds. That's when Atkins came out. 2004. I basically told my husband, I'm not eating that anymore. I'll eat your vegetables. I'll eat your, a little bit of meat. He's the only person in the world who has ever gotten me to eat a steak.
Wow.
If Mickey cooks me a steak, and I'd have to ask him because I don't know what the flavor of it is. I think it's a ribeye. I will eat 5 bites, but that's it. I won't eat the whole thing. I've never liked steak my whole life. That's why I make the joke that you will not get me to eat a steak because I don't like it. I don't care how you cook it. I don't care what flavor it is, what brand it is, but filet, this, that, prime rib. If you put a prime rib in front of me, I would throw it at you. It would be on the wall.
You still with us?
I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is no
Just
way.
making sure.
I would not touch it. I would not touch it.
Wow.
And I've been that way my whole life. My whole life, I've never liked meat. I used to sit down at the table at Thanksgiving and eat everything except the turkey because I don't like it. I could very easily just be 100% vegetarian and not ever eat meat.
Now I'll tell you, I like vegetables. I love meat. I like vegetables. I could do without them. What about you, Nancy?
I'm just the opposite. I love the vegetables, and I could do without the meat. And it's a flavor. It has nothing to do with anything except a preference of flavor. I think I was born a vegetarian. I don't know.
Okay.
I like a few veggies, so.
What, Nancy?
I said I do like a few veggies. I really like my green beans. That's like my favorite.
Yeah. I like green beans more than most.
Yeah, I'll do some broccoli, but broccoli and green beans are probably like my favorite. Even before I was watching what I was eating, the carbs, that was like my favorite ones anyway.
Right.
There's only
less
2
is always corn, so it's like, well, forget that less.
Oh,
I don't
love
like asparagus
corn.
and I don't like eggplant.
So, Shari, we're going to start with you. What does a typical day of eating look like for you?
Oh, well, let's talk today. I made yesterday a hamburger and vegetable tomato soup.
Nice.
And I made day before yesterday, I got some turnips and I made potato salad. Turnip potato salad with hard-boiled egg, and I got some sugar-free bread and butter pickles. I love those things.
Yes.
Ordered those and got those and chopped them up and put them in my thing and put some onion in there and used butter mayo and a little bit of mustard and my homemade buttermilk dressing package because I do it homemade now. I think that's the main difference in my diet today versus my diet 20 years ago is that I don't eat processed foods anymore.
Right.
I used to eat a lot of processed foods.
So how was the turnip potato salad?
It's all right. It's all right. It's not potatoes. It's not potatoes.
No, that's why I said potatoes.
For us that who don't we just don't do that anymore. We don't eat
Right.
potatoes. We don't eat those things anymore. I mean,
Right.
especially those of us who've been doing this for what is it, Nancy? You're 20 something years. I'm 20 something years. You're 10 something years, aren't you?
Maybe six,
Oh, only
not
6.
even
Okay.
6.
Feels longer than that.
I
Feels
know.
longer than that. But at the same time, it's still not. It's not in your menu. You
No.
can go somewhere and you can see it and go, no, don't need that. And every once in a while, okay, fine, maybe. I,
Yeah.
I,
I
I
haven't.
don't know. I don't know if Rachel's still on here or not. If she's
Oh,
still there,
I haven't even been looking at
I
the
would
chat because
I would
you're interesting.
give my right arm to go on one of those cruises, but I would be
Yep.
hiding in my room with the damn bread because I would not want to. I couldn't eat the bread around anybody.
Yeah. I
There's
get
no
it.
way that I could pick up a piece of bread in front of a bunch of carnivore people.
Now, I have had, on occasion, I have had some French fries when we go out.
I don't like them. I
I
don't like French fries.
The problem is I do, and
I don't. I don't.
but I don't. If they'll give me a portion, and I might eat a few, and then the rest are gone. It's like, nope, can't
I
do it.
might do that in a restaurant.
But I pay the price for that when I do that because of the gastric bypass and the hypoglycemic episodes I get because of it. I can't, and I shouldn't do it.
See,
It's
I'm
just
really
once in a
lucky.
while, there's that little devil on my shoulder that says, you really want that.
I'm really lucky in the sense that I don't have. The only things I don't eat or can't eat are the things I'm allergic to. I don't get negative except weight.
Mhm.
I don't get stomach aches. I don't have gastric bypass. I don't have food noise. I don't have any of that. I just gain weight. Where'd Nancy go?
I don't know.
Nancy,
Just
where'd
had
you
a phone
go?
call. Hold on. How do I get back?
Oh, okay. So
I
I'm
think
I'm really very fortunate to not have those same things.
there
I
she
am
is.
learning so much compassion for a lot of my new friends who do have
Mhm.
those issues,
Right,
who can't just say no, who can't look at a plate of pasta and go, I don't need it.
right. So, Nancy, what about you? What does a normal day of eating look like for you? We've seen your meal preps when you're getting ready to go on your trips, which is crazy. It's a
Whenever
lot.
I do stuff, though, whenever I do the road trip, I'm usually on the road for 2 days, coming and going. And
Mhm.
then usually when I'm up here, I don't want to have to go to restaurants and stuff like that to keep on paying the money and just so I prep for the whole week. And
Mhm.
now that I'm going to be staying a few extra days, I'm really glad I had the extra food because I thought by the time I get home, I'm kind of getting tired of what I've had with me. But I just do a whole variety of stuff. My big thing has been Sean's chaffles. I make my breakfast either a waffle or a chaffle and an egg round with some cheese and sausage. I do that. Sometimes, like the other day, I did a yogurt with some fresh berries in it. Um, I just do what I can to try to get as much protein as I can at each meal. And by doing that, at least I have a pretty higher protein breakfast.
Mhm.
And then at lunchtime, yesterday I made chicken salad, I had some cucumbers, and what else did I have with
Yeah, I
it?
was about ready to jump through the screen because that's my food.
Yeah, and
What
I'm
you
just like,
did with the chicken
I took
salad and
it,
the egg
yeah, I
salad
took
and
it
the
to
little
my
yogurt with the
mom's,
little
and while
crunches
she's
on it.
eating her
Yum.
lunch, I'm eating it. And then last night was invited to go to dinner with some of the girls I used to work with and went to Olive Garden. Well, everybody says, how can you eat at Olive Garden? Well, number one, they bring out the breadsticks. I'm not even tempted by the breadsticks anymore.
Mhm.
And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do the chicken Alfredo, but no noodles. I wanted broccoli, but all they
Mhm.
wanted to do was give me the great big portion. And so, maybe it cost me a little bit more, but I got a side order of chicken, grilled chicken. I got a side order of Alfredo sauce and a side order of broccoli. And I didn't want them mixing it up. I mixed it together myself, and I was so full with that. And that's my happy meal. So if
Yep.
Les wants to go to Olive Garden, that's what I do. And
That's
so that was my whole meal yesterday. And then I have a couple butter bites that I make just to kind of, I have a sweet tooth and I'll eat maybe one or two of those as I need something. And that got me through my day.
That's
at
something
Olive
I can't
Garden.
do is
I'll
the butter
order
thing.
what,
can't-
Sherry?
I can't do the butter thing. Where everybody like I love you, Aaron, if you're out there, but I cannot watch you when you bite into a pat of butter. I just go, and
Now,
I try to
I don't
make coffee
necessarily
too.
do my bite
Very
into butter, but I make my peanut butter bites, or my friend Diana just made some that's like awesome, which was chocolate peanut butter. And
well,
so
these are
they're
chocolate
delicious.
butter, but
yeah,
that's different. That's different. But
Oh
just
yeah.
regular, just straight butter.
No, I don't do that neither. I have to
no.
make mine on kind of like candy. So I just did a video the other week with my peanut butter bites, and that's how
Peanut
I
butter
make
I can
them.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I make
So,
Victor's peanut butter cup things.
oh, Victor's got a lot of recipes out there.
Yeah, Victor, out of all the creators out there and out of all of the, like Chris and all of that, Victor is who I relate to the most, because Victor pretty much, he was a bodybuilder, and he started eating bad food like me and gained weight. But I think that he now has learned to back off and eat, more keto and more, but he's more meat. They tease me. They all tease me all the time about feeding me steak. It's not happening. If I went to Chris and Ash's house, I might actually try a steak. If
I'll
Chris,
tell you, being at his house
it's
is incredible.
I've got 3 kids
They're
in
the best
Nashville,
people.
so it's not. I mean, 3 of my stepkids live in Nashville with their whole families. So, and they're, matter of fact, one of them lives around the corner where they've got the hotel. They got the hotel room. That's the town they live in. They didn't get they didn't get the frost or the freeze or the ice
Wow.
in this little
Nashville,
town. And
they
they finally
got
left
bad.
their ice box and went and got a hotel for a few days. He mentioned that in one of his lives. And
Right.
it was exactly in the same town where my oldest son lives.
Right. I gotta say, Nancy, when I go to Olive Garden, I get the same thing, but I get it pre-mixed. I say instead of the pasta, I want the broccoli, and I want extra chicken, because they never put enough protein in there.
No.
And I usually wind up leaving some of the broccoli because I pick out the chicken after I start getting full.
And I've had them mix it, but then they don't drain the broccoli enough, and the broccoli's still so watery, and then it waters down the Alfredo sauce. And I'm just like, you know what? I want mine separate. So that's, and I mix it myself when I get back, and then I have extra Parmesan cheese put on top of it on everything.
If I ever get back to an Olive Garden, I'm gonna try that.
I
It's
love it. It's
good.
like my favorite meal.
That sounds good. There's one restaurant that will get me to eat bad food, and that's called the Spaghetti Factory. If you've ever heard of it,
Oh yes, I've heard of it.
I will eat normal at a Spaghetti Factory for years, because I've always gone through a lot of food eliminations here and there because of the psoriasis and the psoriatic, and I don't believe going completely carnivore would make it go away. I have seen it on these people, but they're completely different situations than I am. And I just don't think it would ever work. But I went through a whole bunch of different food eliminations. I was completely dairy free for 3 years. No dairy at all. Didn't touch my psoriasis. I went gluten free, which I'm technically now gluten free because I don't really eat bread. I eat some keto bread, a little bit keto bread here and there, but not enough to have it affect me. Didn't touch me for 3 solid years of both gluten-free and dairy-free, and it didn't touch my psoriasis. Matter of fact, I was probably the worst that I had ever been during those times. I think what made my psoriasis and psoriatic go away was quitting smoking, getting the tobacco out of me.
Was what?
No tobacco.
Yeah.
Tobacco is one of the main things that they say you should drop if you have psoriasis or psoriatic arthritis.
Well, here's a known fact. I read a book by Gary Tobbs, and I've talked about this, A Case Against Sugar. One thing that has sugar in it that nobody would even think about is cigarettes.
What?
Yes, there is sugar.
No
in
idea.
cigarettes. It's crazy. All
I
right, I'm
smoked
going to
for
get through some of
44
this
years.
chat because, you all know me because Sabrina is here. Hello, Sabrina, or she was. Rachel says, yes, Friday the 13th. Yep.
Oh, see, Rachel is in there. She's probably gone now.
Could be because it's been a while.
Don't
But
yell at me. I'm going to eat the bread.
Shauna says, I've had chest x-ray, swab for a million things, given syrups, pills, inhalers, and tomorrow will be a week just a tiny bit better. Oh. Well, I hope you get better soon. That's wild.
I told you my story was only 5 minutes, Sean.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Sharon Holloway is here. I just want to get down through here, see if there's any questions for either of you. Just saying hi to each other.
I can't see that.
Thank you so much. Yeah, he was a good boy. He was a good boy. And yes, John's video is great. I agree, Lynn. Sean. Joe is here. Rick196. Hi, everyone. Just sitting down to supper. Sean, I hope you're feeling better. I can't watch anything that would make me cry. Too congested. It might help open up. Just say it.
I can't read any of that.
Cindy,
Oh, there
it
we
was
go.
my pleasure. John said, thank you, Cindy. It was my pleasure. Most of it's just them saying hi to one another.
It's okay.
Carnivore Dan is here saying hello, ladies. Hello, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Stacy and Ken are here saying hello. Easy peasy keto. Hi. Sherry, where are all the puppies? Sean wants to know.
Savannah Dana. Cuddles. Cuddles. Cuddles.
Here
Cuddles.
comes one.
Here comes one. Cuddles. Cuddles. Come here. Cuddles. They hug. They literally hug me.
Mhm.
Okay, there's one. Go. Okay, you're done. Go. Jenna May, come.
They're so good too. They
Cuddles.
pay attention. Look at this.
Mommy, get a hug. Oh, yes.
They're
Give me a
cute.
hug. Can I have a kiss? Where's my kiss? Wait, where's my kiss? Excuse me. Jenna May. Oh, squirrel. That's what I call it. Wait. Wait. Sit.
Evelyn is here. Said hello, friends. Hello, Evelyn.
Okay, go. Crazy ass dog.
Joyce Butler says, I've been loving your videos, Nancy.
Then we have Missy and Smokey behind me.
Thank you, Joyce.
Me too. She's doing amazing. Thumbs up, all, says Sharon. Thank you.
Where's Ricky?
I have not seen him yet.
No, Ricky?
Evelyn's saying hello. Bob
Nobody's
Reed is
looking at
here.
you.
Hello, family. Hey,
Hey,
Bob.
Bob.
Rachel says, I love seeing Sherry's adorable fur babies. They're all
They're
over.
fun. I'm in the spot where they all like to just be on top of me, as you can see. Oh, Lord.
Sherry says, you got this. She got it. She got it good and
Thank
she
you,
did
Terry.
well. And I'm so proud of her.
Thank you.
Amazing. Uncle Bob. Hello. Whoa. Just saying hi. Hi. Sherry's little zoo, says Lynn.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I got a zoo.
And Dee Lee is here. Donna. Hello. Hello.
Hey, Lynn.
And Rachel says 200 pounds. Way to go.
I know, isn't that
220
incredible?
now.
It's incredible.
220.
Thank you, Rachel.
And Rebecca says, congratulations, Nancy. You look amazing. Love you, girl.
Love you too.
She is amazing. Absolutely. Joe says, congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yep. If you guys don't follow Central Florida Ketos on
I'm
Facebook,
so happy all these people are here.
It's
Nancy,
Central
you're
Florida
popular.
Ketos Claremont.
It's
that's
not
right.
me, I'm
Central
telling you.
Florida
You.
Ketos Claremont. Thank you.
It has the teal green with the black palm trees. That's my Facebook that I post
Yeah.
on every day.
Hey, you know what?
Sign up because
Do I have the
she
ability to put
is.
Dustin in a timeout?
Can you
kidding.
put Dustin in the
I'm
timeout?
kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh man, I didn't see.
Actually,
See,
it's Chris. I
my
need to put Chris
screen
in a
is
timeout.
whacked, and I didn't even see him come in. But I see. Oh, there he is. Hello, friends. Happy Friday. Hello, Dustin. Sorry I missed that, but I was like way behind on the chat.
Hey, Dustin.
Deb's here, my sister. Hi, guys.
Deb.
Evan says hello, Joe and Rachel, or whoever's there. That's Rachel. Without a doubt, it's Rachel. Dustin says, how is everyone? I'm cool. How are you, Nancy?
I'm good.
You're good now? You're good?
I'm there.
Yeah, you are chilling right now. You're good.
Yeah.
If anyone has any questions for Nancy or Shari or me, I'll be back on Sunday. Nancy, what
My
an
dogs are.
inspiring story
I thought
of
I was the comic relief. I
consistency.
think it's my animals.
And Rachel said, Nancy, what an inspiring story of consistency and persistence. You are not lying.
Thank you, Rachel.
Not at all. Great story, Nancy. You did it. You ain't kidding. She looks amazing. I'm like, what the? I'm looking at her. I'm like, where in the world is this 220 pounds that you lost? It's like, I can see where I lost the weight. It's still on me. It's still hanging around, You
I still
look
have some
incredible.
hanging too, but I'm trying to tone it.
You look incredible.
Thank you.
Sean said, I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm not crying. Nobody here is crying. But you watch John's video, you might. Just saying. So many great
agree,
people
Dustin.
in here.
Definitely, lots of great people.
And Rachel said, my gracious, you must have been so scared that when you went to the hospital and your lung was messed up.
Oh, yeah. It was bad.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
It was worse for less because he was really worried and not understanding what was going on. So my husband really, God bless him.
He is, let me tell you a little bit about Nancy's husband. Brian and I went to Florida and we went to the meetup for Central Florida Ketos. And then the day we were leaving, my check engine light came on in my car. Nancy, after she about got in a fight, her and I went to AutoZone to get a quart of oil. Her husband worked on cars for what, 30 years?
At least.
Yeah.
Close to 50 years. Yeah.
Brian stayed with Les, and Nancy and I went to AutoZone, and Nancy about got in a fight. And then we went back to the house. And Les had, I don't know what he did. He was a miracle worker, but that check engine light never came back on. It still hasn't, by the way. So when you talk to him, it's been since what? Yeah, I'm not going what? November.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
November.
Yeah.
Good. It hasn't. I
He'll be glad to hear it.
Do what?
I said he'll be glad to hear it.
Yes, he was amazing. He is absolutely the nicest person. And
it's just harder because he is hearing impaired, and that kind of limits a lot of what he does. But hey, we love him.
Yes, I mean, he was so welcoming of us in your home, and that's big.
Why did you almost get in a fight?
Oh, Cindy.
Just tell it, Nancy.
Elaborate. We need to hear the story. It's funny.
I just got a new car, and we pulled into the AutoZone, and as I pulled up, this girl behind me started backing up. It was like a a van started backing up, and then like I'm looking in my mirror and this thing's getting really close and she's going pretty fast. And so I lay on the horn. Well, then she just kind of looks at me, and then I get out, and then a guy that was helping her said, "You scared the crap out of her." And I'm just like, you know what? If she would have hit my brand new car, there would have been trouble. And she took off. And then I got back in the car, and Cindy's like, "Were you gonna beat her up?" I said, "If she hit my new car, probably."
Here's little Nancy. I didn't even see the other person.
I'm like, "You better not hit my car." It wasn't even a week old, and I'm like, "And he's gonna
Oh
smash
my
my
goodness.
car." Yeah, Cindy
And that,
makes it worse.
like the day before we went to Marshall's, and that was just a lot. That was
It sounds like
Oh.
a fun trip.
hey, we had a blast. I'm just gonna say, Brian and I had a great time, and getting to see you and spend more time with Les and Hope and
We
Andy.
just
of
laugh a
course.
lot, you know. We have a good
I know.
time. We just laugh a lot.
We did. We did. And when you laugh a lot, a bathroom is necessary. So
I think that's just age.
we had a really we had a really good time. Sarah, all right, I'm gonna get serious now. Sarah Warren says, "You are so brave, Nancy. Why are you crying now? We're just laughing."
You're gonna make her need to go pee. I can't get it. Hello.
Shauna said, "Nancy, what a
These animals
warrior."
are just.
Yes.
She's gonna get mad. She's gonna get mad now because I'm holding on to her. Bye.
Sean says, "Gracious, praise God that you didn't need chemo or radiation."
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely.
We're gonna get serious now. Donna White finally was able to check in. Well, hello.
Hey, Donna.
Sarah G says, "Great story of resilience and consistency." Yes, it is.
Hey, Sarah.
Nancy is the OG little engine that could. Trish said that.
No.
Then there's a lot of hi. And Karen says, "What an amazing story." Yes. And Lynn says, "What a story. I love your daily videos of positivity, Nancy." Yep.
Thank you.
I do too. I don't, I watch them. She wears me out, and that's all I do.
Right. We were talking about that yesterday. I'm not sure how much weight I'm going to lose watching Nancy walk. I need to sit in my chair and at least do this with her.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I don't get out and walk. Maybe I should take your video.
Well, you do when you take the dogs out.
I go in my backyard, sit in a chair, and throw balls.
Oh.
I don't have to get out. I don't have to walk them. I have a park in my backyard.
You gotta run with them.
I go over to I don't do dog parks because it's just something dog trainers don't do because of, the animals get very volatile with each other, and I don't need to be breaking up dog fights. And I just don't get around strange dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to I have a dog park literally across the street, and I'll go over there when nobody's there, and I will just walk the perimeter with them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've been doing lately.
Good. That's something.
So, and then I walk around my backyard. I literally walk around the backyard. And I dance a lot in my living room.
Considering you've been a dancer most of all of your life. So
almost my whole life. I started when I was, I did 2 Vegas shows at the Flamingo when the Flamingo was there. I really wanted it to be my career after my divorce. I started at 23 and I wasn't pretty enough. Let's just say that. I had it from here down. Oh, no. I know this for a fact. I had it from here down. I had the body, did not have the face. I actually even had the hair back then because my hair was a lot longer than it is now. But I just didn't have this that they wanted. And I didn't have these either. So I chose to dance in the back with just the headdress. I wouldn't do the front girls because you have to be topless, and I didn't want to go topless. And I had a 3-year-old child,
Mhm.
and I didn't want my mom raising my kid.
No.
So
So
I quit
Rachel
dancing
says,
for that kind of, I call myself a pro-am dancer. I stayed more amateur than pro.
yep.
And I used to do, my two specialties were hustle and swing. And the dance instructor who I just recently found out passed away. Um, he would do demos all over LA at the nightclubs all over Los Angeles, and
Nice.
I would go with him and do them, and we didn't get paid. There was no money involved.
Mhm.
I'm not a drinker. I've never been a drinker. So being in nightclubs from 9 o'clock at night to 2, 3, 4 in the morning for the after hours clubs didn't matter because I didn't drink. They didn't care because the people who patroned those places came in to watch the girls in the skimpy dresses.
So Rachel says, Nancy, you don't give up, girl. What a powerful story of resilience.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you,
Sabrina
Rachel.
says, such a walking miracle you are. Yep.
And I did forget to tell you that I actually had foot surgery. I broke my foot probably about 7, 8 years ago. And whenever I was small, my foot didn't form properly. And so whenever I broke my foot, then they had to go in and do all this major reconstruction surgery. And so sometimes you'll see me walking with a limp because of the surgery. Well, then a few years ago, I had a great big hump on the top of the one that they did the surgery on. And so I went back and the doctor looked at it and they said, you know what, I think one of the screws are coming out and he's going to have to go in there and maybe just kind of cut it off, take it out, whatever. So I went in thinking that's what they was going to do. Well, we come back out and that's not what they did. That it wasn't the screw coming out. It was a bone spur that developed on top of the screw. So they had
Oh,
to shave that off and cut everything down as much as they could in the side of my foot. And which was so bad that they had to try to pull skin up to try to get it to heal. And because I had so much other surgery with my foot, there wasn't a lot of extra skin there. So I was probably about 4 or 5 months trying to get it to heal. Being diabetic, I'm still hard to heal.
mhm.
And they had to get a wound vac put on. And every time they'd put it on, that they said I could walk with it. Well, as soon as I put any kind of pressure on, it blew a vacuum and it wouldn't work. So for a good almost 6 months, I had to keep playing with putting a wound vac on. And
Wow.
right after I had my first stitches out after they did the surgery, the doctor wasn't there. It was one of the other doctors. I mean, they took the stitches out and I'm thinking, wow, some of them look like it was still a pretty big gap. And I didn't think you should take them all out. But he said, oh, no, they'll be good. It's healing good. He told me I'd go on vacation. And I said, can I get like in the pool? Because we rented a house and it has a swimming pool and a hot tub. And he said, yeah, everything's great. So I went swimming and it's like, hey, it's like scabbing over. And I said to Les, wow, this must be healing pretty good, but there's a pretty good dip in it. So whenever I went back for my follow-up, I saw my regular doctor and he looked like he's ready to pass out. And he said, what did you do? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he said, your foot, it's healing from the outside in and it needs to heal from the inside out. And he said, we may have to go back in. And I
Oh,
said, go back
no.
in, what do you mean? And he said, we're going to have to go back in, either make an appointment to go back in and do surgery again, that we had to get down and see what we could do. It has to get reopened up. And he said, we can either try it in the office and try to clear it out, and then you'll have to keep coming back. And what he had to do is he scraped it in the office the whole way down to the bone, because as it was healing on the top and causing a scab, but everything underneath it wasn't, the flesh wasn't growing again. And so there was just a great big hole in my foot. And so that's whenever he had to scrape it every
Wow.
week. I had to go back and he had to scrape it in the office, anything that was healing on top, he had to scrape it off. And then he ended up, I mean, it took months. Then that's when he put the vacuum thing on me. And I had such a hard time for that to heal. But praise God, I can walk. And as much as I can walk, I'm just thankful every
Really?
day. But it was a really bad,
Yeah.
it was
You
major.
know,
That was
the
only bad
more
like
I
5 years
hear,
ago.
the more you tell, the more
I
amazing
know.
things are. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
you've been through
As
a
I
lot.
look
I
down at
mean,
my foot and see the scar, and I'm thinking, yeah, that foot is there, but praise God, unless I'm here and the cold and the arthritis hits it. And that's
yeah.
when you'll see me limping more and it's hurting because of the arthritis. And I
I
have a
mean,
ton of
I
arthritis in it.
totally understand wound vac because I had one on for a while with my leg wouldn't heal from one of my knee surgeries.
It's horrible.
It is.
Quiet.
It is. You gotta you either have to carry it around with you everywhere you
I was on
go.
a knee scooter for 6 months with it because I
Yeah,
could not put any weight on my foot.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, and then the antibiotics that went with it. I don't know about you. I had IV antibiotics for 6 weeks and then 9 months of oral antibiotics.
I was on antibiotics, but I didn't have the IV. But they also gave me this special ointment that they had to, whenever they come in, they had to pack it. They had home nursing come in and had to pack my foot every day.
Was that
And
like the colloidal
change.
silver?
What's that?
Colloidal silver?
No,
Colloidal silver?
no. It started with a Z. I don't remember what it was. It started with a Z. And then it took forever for it to come. And then when pharmacy finally got it in, two pharmacies got it in at the same time. So no, it was nothing but a hassle, but thank God it's healed.
Yes.
I broke my ankle in 2021 in 3 places and didn't have to have surgery
Wow. Bless you.
That's
because
impressive.
it was this way, and then a crack at the top. So because it broke this way, they held together. And so they didn't need it. The doctor said I didn't need to have surgery. But I was down for, well, we were in the pandemic, so I wasn't going anywhere anyway. It's June of 2021. And I was pretty much down for 7 or 8 months before I felt comfortable walking.
Right.
Walking the neighborhood with the dogs and that sort of thing. To this day, I have what I call curb PTSD. I can't walk when I walk with my head down because I'm so afraid I'm going to fall.
Mhm.
It's
I
very
get that.
rocky and very unlevel ground. It's the desert. So it's very
Mhm.
unlevel ground, very walky, all the parking lots, everywhere you go.
Well, that's
So
what everybody told me about whenever I'm doing my rebounder. Why can you do a rebounder? And I'm thinking, I do my rebounder, but my
yeah.
rebounder has that grab bar because a lot of times I don't even need to use it. But yet that one time that my foot just kind of goes on me, I want to have it there. And
Yeah,
Right.
they
so
do.
I'm at
All of a
home
sudden
and
you're
I can
walking
use
along
it
and all
all
of a
the
sudden it's
time.
gone. That happens too. I think that has something to do with the healing process or the bone breakage or whatever, because that happens to me too. I'll be walking along and all of a sudden I'll trip
Yeah.
for
And
no
so I have a
reason.
limp on that side. And so sometimes I thought, you know what, but I'm not letting the rebounding stop me. So I just did with that bar and it's always just a handheld. But now that I traveled, I didn't have room to bring the bar, but I have something right beside me, the door frame or something I can grab if I do need it. But
Yeah.
the benefits I'm getting out of my rebounding, and I don't have to jump real high to get it. So people that's
No.
afraid of rebounding, I absolutely love it. That and my walking are
I
my
had
two things that really help
a
me.
horrible case of plantar fasciitis on that left foot, or the right
Mm.
foot, the foot that I broke the ankle. And because I was off my foot for 4 solid months, it completely cleared up and healed and never came back.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
good.
Which is how
That's
they
fun.
say, which is basically how they say is the only way to heal plantar fasciitis is to get off of it. Well, who can get off their feet? Nobody. You need your feet to walk and go everywhere. So,
Yeah,
but because I
Sean,
had a broken bones and I couldn't put weight on that foot for the longest time, it healed.
Mhm.
So
Sean says, so many people need to hear this. You're such an amazing woman. God bless you, Nancy.
Thank you, Sean.
And Sarah, I love her lives while she walks. She encourages us that we are better together.
and stronger too.
That's right.
Stronger together, healthier together. We got it.
Terry says, Nancy, what an amazing story. God definitely had a plan for you to be so inspiring to all of us.
Thank you,
Believe
Sarah.
me, it took us a while to talk her into this.
Yes. That
She
was
did not
pretty
want to do this interview today.
interesting. Joyce Butler says, Cindy, the adoptive Floridian.
I couldn't live there if my life depended on it. I'm a
It's
desert girl.
humid. It's humid.
I'm a desert girl. I like my heat, my humid. I like my dry heat.
Sean says, try keeping up with her when she's walking on a cruise ship. Nancy has another gear.
Sean.
See, I hate to say these things because I know that other people, you know, they think I'm bragging or something. I lost 8 pounds on my last cruise. Lost 8 pounds. And that's
I lost 6 pounds when I came back from
everything.
this last cruise. Every time I go on a cruise, I come back 5 to 8 pounds less. So
See, because you
I
walk everywhere, right? You walk the
I do,
stairs.
and I'm
You
not
walk
tempted by the deck or all the food, all the sweets and stuff. I don't even go look at that. So I am just
Well, I
like,
just look at what they look like. I don't eat them.
I don't care. I don't even look at them. But then, it's nice. It's different whenever you go on a cruise with a 2KK cruise because you know what? These people are doing the same thing I'm doing. Most of them. And it's just like, hey, we don't need that. Let's go for a walk or let's go get something let's go see what kind of meat that they have or, something else that we can actually eat and enjoy. I don't even go look at the good stuff, the desserts and whatever's out there. Other people can have it. It don't bother me if they're eating it, but I just know how it makes me feel if I eat sugar. It's not even the gain of the
Yes.
weight. It's how I
Yes.
feel after I eat it. And I don't
Sugar
like that
hasn't been
feeling.
on my menu for a long time, even longer than before my low carb journey. I didn't eat sugar because sugar will make me feel bad. That is one of the foods that makes me feel bad.
Donna said, I was going to say the same thing, Sean. She keeps us going nonstop, such a light in our world.
Oh, thank you,
Rebecca
Donna
said
Jo.
she does keep us moving.
That's what life's all about.
Mhm.
Hey, Becky.
Everyone's saying hi to Hope. I'm so glad you got the surgery. It was what you needed at that time. Yep.
I believe that.
Everyone's saying hello to Angel. And if I missed you, Angel, I am sorry, but hello. Sharon is your steadfast. Hello. Hi, Sharon.
Somebody
Sherry,
gave you
call
money.
call it what works for
What it
you, Sean
works for
said.
you. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Vegivore. That's me. I mean, I hang out in the places I feel safe where I don't get attacked for my vegetables.
You know, you would
Because it
never.
happens. Believe me, it happens.
It's like I told Nancy in my chat that nobody's going to attack anyone because they'll be gone. That I don't deal with that. That's craziness.
Why do you think I hang out with you all the time?
I love
I
you
feel
guys.
very loved and very safe and very, you accept the fact that
thank you,
you
Becky.
accept me for me.
That's all we've got. That's what we have. It's like I am. I can watch 1,000 interviewers, and I will sit here and I'm going to be me, and we're going to chat. We're going to get your stories out, and we're just going to have fun. I don't want it to be a stressful situation, Nancy. I really didn't.
Are you still
And
stressed?
I promised you that it
She
wouldn't.
just knows me and my anxiety.
Yes.
Mm,
But
I
and
know what
that's
that
for
is.
everybody. I don't want a rehearsed thing. I just want it real and honest and open conversations. And that's it. If anybody comes at it in a negative way, Evelyn is going to attack them first of all if I don't get to them
Right?
first.
Thank you,
Evelyn
Evelyn.
is awesome. She's there.
Thank you,
Nancy, I
Becky.
praise God daily for you, my friend. This is Rebecca.
I love you.
And Rachel says, yes, so thankful for Nancy. Can't imagine life without her. Now you all are going to start,
Rachel.
you all are going to be the ones to make her cry. I'm just saying.
They're my buds. I couldn't do
Nancy
this
is my
without half these
daily,
people in here.
Nancy is my daily encourager. You brought all these people in here.
It wasn't me.
And I'm glad. I'm glad that you all
Hey,
are
Sarah
here.
G. Love you.
Sarah Warren's question. What do you think is the value of local meetups?
Oh my gosh. Just the love that you see whenever we get together. We see people on chats, but when you finally get to meet a person face to face, like whenever we got to finally meet Cindy and Brian and come into one of our meetups, and then seeing Dan and Karen that for the very first time they came, and just seeing the bond that they built and got married, and just seeing how everybody just loves and encourages each other. And that's what I try to encourage for our meetups more than anything. I'm not really caring about the weight loss. If you lose weight, that is wonderful. And I would love to encourage and support you in that way. But I want you to feel loved. I want you to feel that you have somebody. I know that there's quite a few people, they're widows, and they have nobody. They're lonely. And you know what? There's quite a few that come to our meetup and they're just like, you just made my day. Just because I just feel the love. And no, I'm not following your diet, but I feel the encouragement that you all have. We was on a cruise and we had our pajama party. I don't know if everybody knows about that, but we had a nice little talk afterwards. And I think it was Rachel's mom who shared a couple words about how she was so blessed of being around our community on the cruise ship and how it was all of us ladies sitting around in matching pajamas and we was having a great time. And she was just thanking us for her coming and just making her feel so welcome because she wasn't sure if she wanted to come on the cruise or not knowing all of us. In the meantime, there was a lady standing over in the corner looking over at us and just taking this all in. And we're about done with our little get together. And this lady comes over to me and asks, are you the head of this? And I'm like, well, I'm the one that was heading up the pajama party. So I guess I said, is there something wrong? Because we were getting a little rowdy and having some fun. And I'm thinking, okay, here we go. We're getting some trouble. And whenever she come over to me, she is almost in tears. And she said, that lady that just spoke, she just touched my heart. How this community, you can see how you love each other. I don't know how long you know each other, but just seeing the whole community together and you can feel the love and support. You know what? That made the whole cruise because each and every one of us ladies that was there, which was probably like 30 ladies, and we're just hugging each other and just loving, like, you know what? I am so glad I made them switch around doing some games and they had to get to know each other a little bit better. And as we did that, by the end of the cruise, they were at first they weren't thanking me because they're like, oh, I just got to know somebody. I don't want to have to move around. By the time we were done with the cruise, so many people come up to me and said, I'm so glad that you had us do that because I made so many new friends that I never would have if I wouldn't have had that little push to get to know somebody. And that's what I want at my meetup. I want people to get to know each other and maybe have their own little meetups in their own little towns. And just the encouragement that we can give as a big group, I'm thrilled to have it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the first time we came down there and we got to meet you, it was like, and Hope and Andy and all the people that were there. It was like, we were just so overly welcomed. This is the Central Florida meetup. We're not from Florida, but it was great. And you just made
Anybody's
us feel
welcome.
so welcome. You all did. And they were tricky. Let me tell you. It was in May last year was the first time we went down, and my birthday was going to be the next week. They had Rachel sing happy birthday to me. This one made me a keto chow coconut cream pie for myself. And I'm like, "Ooh."
And for the
Brian shared
meetup,
it with me.
you
Brian
just
shared
had your
it.
own pie.
Brian shared it with me. It was just so it was so overwhelming and so thoughtful and so kind. It was like we had known each other forever. And it was just so neat. So
We love
yeah,
you, girl.
local meetups are great. And even those that aren't local for me, because most of the ones that Brian and I go to, they're like 3.5 hours away, 12 hours away. It's like, you know,
What
somehow
about me?
it's
I'm
hard.
not gonna make any of them. I'm
I'm
3,000 miles away.
I'll be in Vegas.
I might be able to meet Cindy and Brian. We're gonna try and figure that out. My problem is what do I do with all of these? Well,
You
these
got to
guys are
get a
okay.
pet sitter.
Cats are fine. They have their own room, and they can be left for 4 days. And I have people who will come and just take a peek on them. The dogs
See
go
that?
everywhere with me. I don't
Mhm.
leave them home. I don't let people babysit them. I don't kennel them. I don't do any of that.
Mhm.
They are with me 24/7. So
Yep.
in May, unfortunately, it's too hot for me to go to Vegas with them to even to go in. I mean, we could go in some restaurant maybe that had an outdoor patio, so I could
Mhm.
walk the dogs. But then in May in Vegas, that's we would die of heat. So I don't know. We might because it's Vegas in May. We're talking 120, 115, over
Yay.
100 and something. Yeah, but
And
it's
I'll be bowling in that heat. Yay.
yeah, but you're going to be indoors. That's different.
Yes. They were there
Once you're indoors, it's no big. Take a sweater because
at
once you get
South
indoors,
Point.
they'll freeze you.
At South Point. That's where we'll be.
Oh, I
Nothing
know
too
that
crazy.
hotel. I had a
Yep.
dog event there once. I know right where that is.
Trish said, Nancy's a true inspiration and all around lovely person. I'm so blessed to call her friend.
Oh,
You, Trish, same here. Love you,
What are
girl.
your tips for getting in protein when you aren't finding it desirable to get in? Asked Rachel.
Actually, I've been doing a lot of I usually make Joe and Rachel's homemade yogurt. And
Mhm.
so I've been doing that, plus adding some of the protein powder, whether it's equipped or if it's keto chow or whatever. And I add a scoop of that to it and then put a couple berries in it. That gives me a really good treat. I had that yesterday for breakfast. I just didn't have my protein powder, but there's times I just put that in. That's a nice treat. I try to do quite a bit with my eggs. I just, my egg bites, that's kind of a popular thing for me. So I just keep trying to do whatever I can to try to get my proteins in.
Mhm.
So
that's what's hard for me is the proteins.
if
Because
I
when I
didn't have
eat
eggs, I
snacks,
do egg pudding. So a lot of that with the eggs have been very helpful. Quite a few of Joe and Rachel's recipes that has really helped me. So
we talked about that though. I don't like. I did oopsie cake twice. Yuck! I will never do it again. I tried it twice. Ew! It was awful to
What
me.
was that?
The oopsie cake.
Oh,
I tried it. I tried. The
I
first one
still
came
haven't.
out better than the second one, and the second one I know I did better, but I ended up throwing it away. I didn't like it.
I have not tried it. I'm like,
it didn't
but
sound good to
I'm
me.
nervous
I'll
about
tell you
trying your bread now. Your
what I have done
egg
to
white
beef
bread.
up
I need to
protein.
try it.
To beef up protein once in a while, I'll take a scoop of keto chow and a scoop of Equip and make a shake and put ice in it, make it real thick and frothy. And oh my goodness, it's good. And
I
I
would
I've
hear
do that
done,
if I could afford to buy those things. I can't
I
afford
have
to buy.
I haven't
I
bought any
have
in a while.
I have Isopure cookies and cream. A friend of mine told me to do this, and I got it's cookies and cream. It's like I do 2 scoops of it and a mint chocolate element. Mix that together with ice and water and shake it up, and it resembles a thin mint Girl Scout cookie. And the drink, and
Oh,
it is
no.
like
Ooh,
60 proteins in it, and it's not a lot of there's no fats in it. It's just the Isopure cookies and cream protein powder, the element, and if you do the double scoop, then you're getting 50 to 60 grams of protein just in that shake.
Right.
So
That's the
there's
same way.
times
That's
I
the
like
same way when I
something
mix keto chow and
and
equip.
I equip.
It's
Yeah.
about 50 to 60 grams of protein.
You
in
drink
that
all
one
that at
scoop.
once, at one time?
One
I
shake.
do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do.
Cindy sent me a huge, lovely box full of keto chow for me to try. And I actually still have some because I'm hoarding some of it. But it took me 3 days to drink the shake. That's
Oh, man.
that's how little I eat. I drink.
Well, if I do
couldn't
a
drink it all
keto
at
chow
one time.
shake,
It's too much food for me. It's too much. I was full.
if I do a keto chow shake and I'm using the butter, sometimes I can only do a half at like in the morning and a half at night. But if I'm doing the Isopure and I'm just using water, the protein powder, and the element, I can just drink it just like a water drink. It's just, it does not fill me up,
I
but I
need to
can
try
tell
it.
the boost of energy. I love it. But I love
I
my
need to
keto
try.
chow, but
I need to
I
order
just
some
kind
of
of
that
do both.
element and try that.
But the cookies and cream is wonderful. But the chocolate element, it's chocolate mint element. It's
That
like a Girl
sounds
Scout
yummy.
cookie.
Me and Shell, what was that? Sherry, you and Shell are quite similar. She feels that she did nothing special. All she did was lose a lot of weight. She needs to know that it is no small feat.
I hope one day she will share. Well, so do I, Sean.
Yeah. Come on, Shell.
Shell,
One
I
shell.
know you're listening. If Nancy can do this, anybody can do this.
And I'll be
Amen.
moral support and comic relief any day you want.
What,
I mean,
Sherry?
I said I'll be moral support and comic relief any day you want. I mean, look at these cats behind me, cuddling, kissing through the whole
Yep.
video.
Rachel said, yes, I hope Shell shares too. She's amazing. Yes. Mason
Actually,
is here. Hello,
I
Cindy,
think it was
ladies on
last
panel, and
year
everyone in the chat.
we were going to try and get together, Sean and Shell, and it didn't work out for me. Something happened and I wasn't. They were also in Vegas, and I was going to try and meet up with them, and it didn't. It just didn't work out.
They're amazing.
They
Love
are.
them too.
Mhm.
Well, Sean's been saying that he's been wanting to hear my story for a long time. I said, I don't have one. Listen quick, it's 5 minutes done. I mean, I didn't actually really even didn't finish all of it, but basically I obviously gained some of that weight back, but it was after I quit smoking. It wasn't food related. It was
A lot of
metabolism.
people that I've known that have quit smoking put on weight.
Yeah. Well, people used to say it's because you were eating, eating candy or this or that or whatever, and it's not. I know for a fact that it was not food related because I was very strong into keto at the time that I quit. It was in 2013.
Love you, Donna Joe. I see you
And
trying to get on.
I watched every morsel that went in my mouth, and yet the weight just kept coming on and on and on. But I wasn't exercising more. I wasn't dancing. I wasn't getting as much exercise as I probably should. I was working 50-hour weeks at work. So I was, sitting in a chair on a computer all day long. I wasn't getting a lot of exercise. So I think that's why I gained the weight. And out of that, I've taken back at least 30 of that off. I still need to lose 20 pounds.
Yep. Hope says real quick, Andy and I are so proud of you, Nancy. Love you. Gotta run. Happy Valentine's Day.
Love you guys.
Well, that's right. Happy
Hi,
Valentine's.
guys. I love you all too. It's like, and happy
Love you,
Valentine's
Ralphie.
Day. Yes. Rachel said, I love the sub salads Nancy gets. They are delicious.
Sub salad? What? Sub salad?
My husband, we love to go on our bike rides. A lot of times he wants to go to McDonald's, which is like a 5-mile bike ride. And we'll go up and I'm like, there's nothing at McDonald's, but there's a Jersey Mike's right in the little development there. So every day he wants to go get something from McDonald's. I go to Jersey Mike's and I get my sub in a bowl. And so I just get, it's lunch meat, it's processed meat, but it's better than me buying something at McDonald's. but I'll do that at least twice a week. And so I get a sub in a bowl, and there's bacon and cheese and it's olive oil and vinegar dressing. And that's one of my favorite things I get at least twice a week. So yes, thank you, Rachel.
Sarah says, I appreciate the meal prep that Nancy shows before her road trips to see her mom. Yeah, right. They give me good ideas. Yes.
I didn't know they made that chicken in a pouch.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was just
Chicken
tuna.
to
A lot
tuna.
of people, because I don't eat fish, so no tuna for me, and no S word either. I wouldn't do that
Yeah.
at my no
No.
S words, not allowed. Me personally, though, I'm allergic, so I wouldn't
I'm
even
not,
think.
and I still won't eat sardines.
But I didn't
No.
know they made the chicken in a pouch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look for those because
I had for
And
lunch
I-
yesterday.
and I
It's
don't really-
wonderful.
I don't really dog show too much anymore because finances are really tight for me. But it is hard when you're on the road and you don't, you go to restaurants and places and whatnot.
Rebecca
Typically, when
said-
I'm at a dog show and I don't eat. And because it's like performing to me. And when I mean, ask Chris and Ash. I can guarantee you those people do not eat before a performance. I can guarantee it. Performers don't.
know.
Just don't.
Afterwards,
But
gone to eat.
afterwards, oh heck yeah. After it's
Yeah.
all over with and done, everybody goes out to the restaurant, they eat, and I just find things like Nancy. I, pick the chicken and the vegetable and leave the pasta off and don't eat the bread, and that's what I do.
Good night,
Unless-
Dawn. I see Donna has to get off. Good night, Dawn. I love you.
I can't even see it. I don't even see
Yeah,
it.
she's at the bottom. She has to leave. Aw.
Sorry.
This has been a pretty long stream. I'm fine with it. I don't.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with the chat, and it's like almost impossible.
How many people do we have still watching?
I do not ever see that. So I don't know.
36.
Huh?
36
We
watching.
haven't really lost anybody.
But Rebecca says, I think processed foods were my downfall. I think everybody's. Trish says, a question, Nancy, you are an incredible keto cook. Have you always been a good cook, or did that happen after you went low carb out of necessity?
I don't think I'm a good cook. I think I'm a pretty decent baker. I love to bake and make keto treats. As far as cooking, I struggle to try to find stuff that I think is tasty because my husband don't eat it. So I'm just trying to find recipes that's easy. If I can make it, it's always kind of like if Rachel can make it, I can make it. And that's how I kind of look at it. It's like, okay.
See, now I'll toot my own horn. I'm a great cook and I'm a great baker. I'm like the one that can walk into somebody's kitchen and open their cupboard and come out with a full meal. Just what I find.
Well, let me know when you're coming to Kentucky.
I can make it low carb too.
Gotta. My husband's diabetic. Remember, it's gotta be.
Right.
In fact,
Well,
there's
that's
nothing
how
else in our house that would not be low.
That's how I eat. I eat low. This is my motto back. I have cat fur in my face and stop. They don't like me at all. Can you tell? They really just don't like me.
I get it.
Yeah.
I see it.
I know. Especially this one in his butt. I don't need your butt. Bread, potato, pasta, rice, sugar. No, I have not tried the bread. I'm scared to now, Lynn, because I didn't like that oopsie stuff.
No,
I'm afraid to try that bread.
It's nothing like it.
I mean, I wasted a ton of eggs on that damn oopsie cake. And I'm broke. I need to save my money. Eggs are a delicacy in my house. But yeah, bread, potato, pasta, rice, sugar. That has been my motto of not foods. Sorry.
And I don't know if you see a question that Donna and Bob asked. It was about the keto towel and the Equip. How do you make it without milk? You said you make it all the time. Do you use milk or how do you?
I use water.
Okay, because they asked
on
that
ice.
question. He has question mark somewhere, but asked about that.
Yeah, it's so hard to get there.
That's okay. So that's all
I'm
I know. Bob
working,
and Donna want to know about that.
but yeah, I just mix it with water and ice.
Savannah,
I don't even put the fat in it
I mean,
because there's
Just
so
one
much
scoop of
protein.
each, like one serving
Scoop
of
of
each.
each and about maybe 12 ounces of water, and then pack the ice in it in the blender and mix it all up. And it's like a real thick shake. It's really good. It's real good. But yeah, I just water.
Because if I don't always want the extra fats, that's why I'll do my Isopure with just the water. So, okay.
I just have the plain Isopure, the unflavored one.
Whatever you like. I just
Give me
like
one.
I'm a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth, so I like my
So do
cookies and
I,
cream.
but it has to be sugar free. I don't like
Oh,
regular
mine's sugar free. There's no sugars to
No,
it.
I'm saying I have a sweet tooth as well.
Yeah.
I eat, see, and I know that Victor does this as well. I always have some kind of dessert, but obviously it's sugar free. I just recently made all day. I dream about foods, Carolyn's um, uh, air fryer brownie cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of making cupcakes, I just did it in I have a silicone pie thing that's about that big around, and I just put it all in one big layer. Oh my God. It was amazing.
Nice.
Chocolate,
I gotta say
chocolate
thank
thick,
you. I
chewy
gotta
brownie.
thank you to Josephine for the $10 super sticker. I really appreciate that.
She sent that a long time ago.
She did. I have not seen anything because I'm trying to get through it, and I'm just like, all right, I'm going to
Good night,
suffice
Sarah
it to the
G. Love
fact,
you.
if I miss anybody, I'm sorry, because I try really hard to keep up with all the chat, and I failed today. If I missed
You
you, I'm
didn't
sorry.
fail.
I
You
failed.
didn't fail. We just
But
Cindy, can I just say one
before I
thing
talked to you.
you
before a
can
lot of
say
people start hopping off?
anything.
Okay. Two things I really hated whenever I would start a diet. I always start a diet on a Monday, and it's like, okay, by Tuesday, okay, Wednesday, by Thursday, I totally blew my diet. So every week I thought, oh, well, I'll wait. Now I'll have another Monday. So, number one, I hate anything be called a diet. I am not on a diet no longer. It is a lifestyle change. And so, people that you think, oh, how am I going to lose weight? I'm always on this diet. Get the diet mentality
It's not a
gone
diet.
and
It's a
think of
lifestyle.
it as a lifestyle change.
A
Start
lifestyle.
changing your lifestyle. Try to do the best you can by just making little changes. I have friends that's like, oh, I can never do that. Don't say never. Just do little substitutions. That's how I started with stuff.
Mhm.
But don't be telling your friends, oh, I'm going to do a diet, because as soon as they hear diet, they're going to be like, by the end of the week, you're going to blow it. So get
Mhm.
the diet thought out of your head. Start thinking of what you can do. Make small changes at a time. And no, it took me 17 years to finally get 220 pounds off. And there's people say, well, I don't have 20 years to get that much weight off. You know what? You maybe have today, maybe you have tomorrow, you maybe have next week. Just do little steps. Every little change you can make just is going to help benefit you. And just try to move just a little wee bit. And I'm not saying get out there and go walking out in the snow and the ice and everything. Walk around your kitchen counter a couple times, just the littlest thing. Just start to get moving. And then the sun's going to come out and you're going to be like, hey, I'm going to walk down the end of my driveway. And you're going to start getting little movements in. And that's why I'm trying to encourage people, try to get healthier, but forget the word diet
I'll send
and
it to
just
you.
do the best you can.
Very good. That was well said, young lady.
Yes.
That was awesome. But yeah, what people need to look at is this isn't even about the weight loss. It's
No.
about the health benefits that come with it. They, everybody, yeah, when we're heavy and still heavy, we want to lose weight, obviously. But when you notice all the other things that are going on while you're losing that weight, and it's like, whoa. It's like Dr. Barry even said when he found keto for himself, And he started telling his patients about it. And they were coming back to him and saying, did you know it would take care of this or this or this? And he had no idea. But so many of his patients were seeing the health benefits. And that's when he really delved into it and really started what he does now. And it's
And I
like,
think for
it's
me,
incredible.
Cindy, because I've been eating this way for 21 years. This year, I've been eating low carb keto, Atkins type thing. Now with a little bit more protein, no processed foods, which I used to do a lot of processed foods,
Right.
even though I was able to lose the weight. But I'm going to be 70 in a month and a half, just a couple weeks behind you. I don't know why it got so dark in here, but I am not on any medications, have never been on any medications my whole life, except for psoriasis meds, which I'm no longer on. Haven't had
That's
any for 2
amazing.
years now. Yeah. And I think knocking out the processed foods and basically knocking out the processed foods and curbing back on some of the, the dairy, not having quite as much dairy is what's keeping me at bay, because I don't need meds. I mean, I do have the psoriatic, but I truly believe that obviously I'm doing something right, even though I'm more vegetables than you all are, and I'm not as much meat and not as much carnivore. The fact that I've been eating this way for 20 years has kept me healthy. It's kept me healthy. And
you're eating the Shari way. And that's what
the Shari
everything
way,
is
but at the same time, it's
is finding what works for us
right.
and doing it. And it's like, regardless of what anybody else says,
I didn't have to
about
heal
what
anything
you're doing,
inside me, because I never had to heal anything. I've never been close to being a diabetic. I never had to heal any of that. But continuing to eat this way has kept me healthy, because obviously I'm going to be 70 and I don't have.
It's only a number.
I know, but it's not. Most people that are 70 that aren't taking care of their bodies and aren't eating properly and aren't getting their exercise. I mean, you know what keeps me going? Come here. That right there.
Yep.
These puppies make me move, because I can't just sit still and be a vegetable. I can eat a vegetable, but I have to, I can eat the vegetable, but I can't be a vegetable. Yep. I have to, I think obviously I'm doing something right for me, because I'm healthy. I'm healthy, and and hanging around with all of you, even though in the very beginning, I felt like a fish out of water, and sometimes I still do. Right. But
this is right here. Sean said this is exactly what the sad people need to hear. You don't have to quit cold turkey. Take baby steps. Go as slow as you need to eliminate that bad stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. I mean,
exactly.
It took me 22 months to lose 100 pounds. And that was going very strict from the standard American way of crap eating I was eating. That's to very strict keto. I mean, overnight, it was like, boop, that's it. That's it. 20 total carbs or less a day. And that's what I did. It was like, nope, I didn't eat. And I have the worst sweet tooth. I didn't have any sweets at all, whether I baked them or what, for 90 days after I started. Not even a taste. And, but that's by the time.
See, now I don't think I could do that.
Now, I was so determined from listening to my sister for 3 months. And I say this all the time, 3 months in our chat that we have going on with our 2 other sisters, talking about keto and doing this, and we should all do this together and da-da-da. And, I tell her all the time, I owe her big. She saved my life without a doubt, because I had blood pressure issues as a teenager, and a lot of things were going wrong. And then there's that awful CAC score, which I believe is from the battling blood pressure for so long. that, it's like, if I hadn't done this, I don't think I would be here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll be
I
68.
feel very fortunate
Mhm.
that I have learned this way of eating,
Yeah.
which is very similar to a lot of people, more vegetables than the average Joe.
Deb,
But
I'll tell you what, Deb eats vegetables. I mean, she eats meat. She likes her vegetables also. She is also, Debbie, can I tell your age? Because if I do without asking her, she'll shoot me. Or, and she has been the only
you've
time
said
she
her
was
age
on
before. I know
any,
how old she is.
the only time she was on any medication is when she had COVID. And she had it bad. She was in the hospital for 6 days. She wasn't on a ventilator, but she was on oxygen.
Oh, wow.
And she said, "Ho ahead, ho ahead." She
Go
just
ahead.
turned 71
See, Deb and I are two peas in a pod.
and zero meds. I mean, she amazes me all the time.
I'm just a year behind you, girl.
Cindy, let me share one other thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
people always say about, oh, I can never, I'm going to have a cheat meal. And it's like, I hate things being called a cheat meal. I always tell people, there's something coming up. There's somebody's birthday. There's going to be something around there. And it's like, if I know, like, I'm going to go to my nieces and they're having something, I'm going to plan that day, and maybe I'll have a little bit of something that they're having, but it's a planned day. And I may have like 5 days knowing something's coming up. I'm trying to find out what I have as far as what their menu is, try to pick the best choices I can. And if they're having a dessert and no, I don't want to taste it, but you know what? It's a special. My sister got married. I want to have a piece of her birth or her wedding cake. You know, this is going to be a one-time thing. I just want a little bit. So I plan it. So don't
Right.
call these things cheat meals. And if you eat it and you don't plan it, don't beat yourself up. Learn from it. Get on your next meal. Don't wait till the next day. That's been like my biggest thing that, okay, I blew it today. Well, I have like 5 more hours of the day. I blew it. I might as well keep eating. Don't. You're doing so much damage. Stop, forgive yourself. It's a new day tomorrow and don't look back. So try to plan. If you have to have something, plan that special occasion. Don't do it as a cheat. And if you do, get right back on. That has been probably my biggest, please do that. Learn how to accept forgiveness for yourself and don't keep letting it happen. Learn from it, but try to do the best you can.
Yeah, definitely. Beating yourself up is just going to make it worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then you're going to go on that backward roller coaster and you're going to go back to, well, I did it this day and I already screwed up, so I may as well keep on. That's
Been there,
how
done that.
all those roller coaster diets that we've been on all of our life. I know I have been on many. You lose 10 pounds, you gain 20. You
Yep.
lose 40, you gain 50. It's like, because you get so depressed basically. And like you said, Nancy, you didn't love yourself.
Oh, no.
When I had my gastric bypass, I ain't go to cry.
Don't you
Yes,
dare.
you are.
When I talked about it, Brian's like, I love you the way you are. I said, but I don't love me.
You have to love yourself.
Yep.
So I totally get it.
My best friend sent me that picture for my before. She sent it to me 2 weeks ago. And when she sent it to me, see, I wasn't going to cry. She
Hi
sent
and
it
bye,
to me,
Paul. Sorry,
and I
Nancy.
said,
Hi,
when
Paul.
was this? And she said, it was at my wedding. And I'm just like, how could you love me back then, looking like I do? And she said, I don't love you for what you look like. I love you because your heart. And I know you are so soft hearted. And I just love you as a person. And I'm thinking, but I don't think I even loved myself back then. And you have to get to the point, you have to start caring about yourself. and start loving yourself. And then each time you love yourself, you're going to want to try to do a little better the next day. And so for me saying I absolutely hated myself, I felt like I was lonely, I felt like I was depressed, and I had the most wonderful family. My husband, my sister, my mom, they were right there for me, but I wasn't ready for their help, and I wasn't ready to take care of helping myself yet. And so you got to mentally get that mindset ready that you really want to do something. And I don't say look at it that you want to lose 100 pounds. You know what? Look at today, and if you can make it from today to tomorrow, and just one step at a time. So that's what I'm telling people. Don't try to say, oh, well, I'm not going to be able to do it. So one day at a time.
Yep.
I was
One
agree with the
minute,
cigarettes.
1 hour, one, because you know, we're not guaranteed 5 minutes from now.
No.
Mm-mm.
You know, let's face it. All
I
we
was
have
that way
is
with the cigarettes.
right now.
I hated the fact that I smoked. I smelled. My friends complained. My family complained. Everybody harped on me. Nobody can quit their food or quit their cigarettes or their alcohol or any of their substances that they abuse within themselves until they are ready to do it.
Yeah.
They have to be ready to do it.
You
Oh,
have to
that's
do it for
right.
yourself.
You
You
have
know,
to
that's
do
the
it
whole
for
thing.
yourself. Yeah.
Well,
For
that's
me,
like,
I got up on a Tuesday. I said, I'm done. And I never looked back
yeah,
after 44 years. I just
that's
said,
what I
I'm
said.
done.
3 months of listening to that. I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. And I never looked back. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's, it's a whole life change and it's amazing.
And I also have to say that, my strength is from the Lord. And, I could not have gotten this far if I would not have leaned on Him and Him giving me the grace to continue to do what I can do. And so now, whenever I do my daily walks, when I do the channel or my videos, I just actually pray every single morning for the Lord to let me bless one person. I'm not out there and I'm not going to make everybody happy for what I'm doing. And they may be thinking I'm crazy. But you know what? I just feel God has one thing for me to say that's going to spark one person. Maybe it's one person that don't have a spouse and that just lost her spouse. And it's just one little smile, not that I even said anything. I blessed one person. That's what I want my Facebook page to be. I want to be that light that God wants me to shine to others. So I just would love anybody to join my Facebook page just because I want to be there to love and support. And yes, I do want to have a healthier lifestyle, but it's not all keto. It's not all carnivore. It's us. It's love. It's support and it's community.
This community is the best of any that I have ever been a part of. And, it's just great. Whether you're carnivore, ketovore, low carb, vegan, vegetarian, I don't care.
Exactly.
It's being positive, supporting one another where they are that makes the difference.
Our main goal is we
Doesn't
want to
help.
be healthier for each other. We want to be healthier for ourselves.
I'm
I'm
fading
trying.
off into the darkness. I'm not exactly
Yeah,
sure what's
Sherry's
going
just
on
kind of fading away back there.
there. Fading away into the dark. I just need to go turn a light on.
Well, we've been at this about 2 hours, and I
Wow.
know Nancy is at her friend's house,
Yeah, I got to get up the mountain.
but thank you so much, ladies. Everyone in the chat, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And if I didn't say hi to you, hello. Thank you for joining us. And I'm so sorry I didn't get through it all. But, some things are just, I can't help it.
Thank you, all my friends from Central Florida, Ketos, Claremont, because I
Somebody
know
tried
that
to
they
call
were
me.
here to support me, and I encourage them and I thank them. So,
And
Well,
maybe one of these days I'll make it out to Florida.
hey, love it. You're more than welcome.
Yep.
So,
My
Sean,
goal,
thank you for
which
sharing.
probably won't ever happen, is to get a little minivan of some nature that I can take the girls and travel all over the place. But But if you don't wish it and manifest it, it'll never happen. So
Yep.
I keep hoping maybe something
Yeah.
will come along.
Shauna says, thank you for sharing. You both are so wonderful. I've loved the
Thank you.
company, been holed up in my room for a week, says Shauna. Thank you, ladies. Have a great weekend. You guys too. Thank you so
Happy
much.
wants to say
everyone.
goodbye.
Thank you, Nancy, Sherry. Good night. Happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. Absolutely.
Here's my Valentine.
Thank you, Lynn.
Mine is in the other room with a broken rib and
Here's
some
the other
kind
one. Come here.
Thank you,
of
Sean.
going on here.
Squish.
Take care, everybody. And
We'll fight
please, if you guys haven't seen John's video, it is titled Cindy Max or underscore Max. And he did
Oh,
such
it's
a
beautiful.
phenomenal job.
Make
I
sure you have
can't thank
tissues
you
next to you
enough,
when
John.
you watch it.
It's also on a playlist on my channel. So it's just says Max on the playlist. It's great. It's like, I can't even thank him enough. Just,
Oh, thank you.
yes.
They're fun. They
Right.
they keep me sane. They keep me moving. They healed my heart. See, now you're gonna make me cry. Okay,
No, Brian, we're done. We're done. Anyway,
healed my Nevada heart.
everyone in the chat, have a great night. Brian and I will be back on Sunday at 4:00 Eastern time. Nancy and Sherry, I can't thank you enough. Nancy, you did it.
Yay!
I'm so proud of you.
Thank
And you
you.
are such an inspiration to not just one, but so many.
Thank you.
It's like, ah.
But you all have a great night, and I will see you on Sunday.
Good night, all.
Good night.